It has. So, let us open the Gamma 2 case. Boom. What do I want to possibly get here? Basically any of the last three. Other than that, I could care less. Yeah, any of the last three. Preferably, I would like to get the gold, the rare special item, but it ain't gonna happen. And I'm gonna get, oh, fine, another worthless piece of shit shotgun. Doesn't even show up on the front page of Creative Contract. Let's take a look. Let's start off with the Slipstream. Nope. Yep. Now, if I wanted to do stat track, I don't have enough purples to begin with. And I don't have enough, even if I wanted to. Oh well. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Let's roll. Other entry point.
Do you mind? I'm eating breakfast casserole. Yeah, that's right, you slut.
Silence, silence. Silence song update. Full place, at full place.
Come on, chop, chop. Decoy.
Oh, where's that?
What's the issue? Swap on my knob, that corn on the cob.
No way. No.
Три полоски, три полоски,
One's
три
on
полоски,
connector, I don't know.
три полоски.
Defusing the bomb.
Morons, morons, and morons.
Dance party.
Move it, move it.
Howdy, viewer. Have a viewer if it's just Twitch saying that me being here is a viewer.
Throwing fire.
I'm getting lag.
That was us.
I think it's vegan. Yeah, it's me. Bomb's on connector. Most likely gonna come underpass, so.
And there's my assist. I did hit. Did hit him. Actually, I hit two of them.
CT.
Other assist.
So I haven't played in like a year. Did they fuck the UMP?
What?
They pretty well messed over all of the weapons at some point in time, yes.
They kind of screwed over the Negev.
Last night I heard people bitching about the op. Yeah, I saw the Negev's like $2,000.
I shouldn't jump through the fire, cause now I have no gun. Hey, Dopest, can I have that AK?
Peaky like.
Thanks, babe. I need to go with the AK anyway. And this is almost like my AK. I know there's one on mid.
There's one in the kitchen.
I'm lagging.
Throwing a grenade.
There's two on the way to get bombed.
Holy shit, there's so many people.
Remember, this is bandit
This
country.
is my first casual match, but I've been playing a lot of rings.
Alright, here we
No,
go.
guys,
Here we
okay.
go. Here we go.
Yeah. I'm on a comp cooldown thing, so why not, dude?
Incendiary out.
Yeah. It took from like 20 hours. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's better than a 7-day.
Oh shit. Pennywise.
That's a great band.
One.
Grenade out.
the op in forever.
Yeah, don't use it anymore, please.
I've been using like M4s and AKs the most.
Yeah, I see. Don't use it ever again because you're a fucking trash lord.
Wow, Pennywise.
I'm a trash one, but yeah, I can go positive other than like you little faggot. What's your McDonald's shot through my...
I bet he's got some red balloons or something.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Move it, son. Flashbang.
Right in the asshole. I'm not going to see that movie. I already hate clowns.
Oh, okay. So I already watched the movie, and I thought it was really awful.
Throwing a grenade.
Really, I thought it was like
I heard it was
terrible.
better than the first one. We
Yeah,
don't
Bumblebee.
care about your opinions. You're a squeaker. Squeakers don't matter.
Quaker lives don't matter. Holy shit! I just got shot, fucked up. I need a grenade, or like a smoke or something. Yep. I don't think I'm in a good place here.
What's going on, old guy?
They tell me that it is Saturday night.
Throwing fire.
Fuck.
And if every one of you wishes me luck tonight, I'll win the Powerball. Not likely, but I'm gonna try.
Good luck. Don't worry, old guy. I wish
My
you
right
luck.
nut used to be in my stomach. True story.
My God.
I had to have surgery.
Hey,
And I was called one
if you
ball all
win,
through high school.
if you win Powerball, you gotta buy me an AK Elite build.
Well, I promise you one thing. If I win the Powerball, you're going to see some brand new computers in my office.
With giant curved 4K monitors.
You know, I don't know. I'm still holding out on the curved monitor thing because there's a lot of pros, there's a lot of cons. I'm still kind of holding my opinion on the curved monitor market still. And to tell you the truth, you know, I see a difference between the 4K and just regular 1080p. But the human eye can only see so fucking much. Let's just
Agreed.
get over it. A lot of it's just hyped up to get you to buy some new shit.
Let's move out.
Fun fact, guys, I don't even have a monitor. I'm actually using a big, really, I don't want to think, like really old, like maybe like 2010, like TV. No, I'm just like using a, it's an awful TV.
Incendiary out.
Hey, I'm using a 46-inch
No.
Vizio television.
Throwing flashbang.
Oh no, I think I'd cry. But like, it's huge. Like the TV is like my whole desk. And I need to buy a new mouse because I just broke it.
Grenade out.
You know, the apartment's just clear.
Old guy, I might tune into your stream. Like, I'm
Cool.
pretty sure I will. Just listening to some rap and hip hop. Casual shit. Oh man, no one's anything. I'll take the SG though. That's cool.
connector.
Nice. Yeah, okay. Holy shit, behind you, behind you.
Defusing.
Yeah, I died. Because I already died before that. Fuck, dude, I'll like watch Sniper Den thing.
Throwing fire. Grenade out. Throwing fire.
I may. I can't watch him anymore. Oh, I got shit on. As always. Yeah, I guess.
Cancer.
Should I get that new Call of Duty that's coming out, guys?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
It does look really good.
I'll tell you right now, what's looking to be the hot game on Twitch and everywhere is Battlegrounds, PlayerUnknown.
Sam, I need to get that too.
It's next on my list of tries.
Raiko Arang you.
Have you played it? What's that Battlegrounds like?
I haven't played it yet, but I've watched like Summit and the War Owl play it, and War Owl's actually had some favorable things to say about it. And for being a beta release, it's already outdone CSGO on Steam and everywhere. Yeah, it's not even a full release yet.
Damn.
And we're talking 160,000 people streaming it across Twitch and a couple other different platforms.
Try get it.
I'll have to check it out.
Well, one of the things I would definitely suggest is going to YouTube and just watching some of the videos.
Deploying flashbang. Deploying flashbang.
That is a definite A. Now, Rico, that was real dirty. Time for a wake-up call.
Throwing fire. Flashbang.
There's my problem right there. Where is hello viewer number 2? Not getting any of my all of my overlay information. Come on. Well, now I only get one of them. I need all of it. Come on. Update it all. There we go. Last little bit, please. There we go. There we go. Now it's... And now it all shows. Good.
Man, I just really want to play some damn comp. Smackers them. He's really good with the off though. Oh, tunnel. Damn, bro, he's really gonna clutch it up. Bruh.
Clutch or kick.
Oh, finally a good
Crossover.
song that's playing. It's over for my guy. Yeah, it's over.
Yep.
Dear God.
Yeah. I believe Rico. Something going on here that ain't legit.
Let's go.
Bruh, X's Vice City is like his best song, I swear to God.
You tried to burn me like a Jew.
Well, he might not have got killed if he'd been going to the right goddamn bomb site to begin with.
Nigga, you're trash.
Another one to shut up.
Let's go, fellas.
I don't care what we do anymore.
Throwing a grenade.
Fuck, I hate smoke.
I think there's one top mid.
I mean a day, boys and girls.
No, I'm all good.
I'm defusing the bomb.
It's too late, I think. silver. That was the smartest
Ooh.
record.
All right. $464. Sure, a different group of guys and not getting thrown back into the same matches to go to another genre.
Let's roll.
Hydra map.
Throwing fire.
All right.
Move it, move it. Incendiary out.
Damn it, Todd. Okay, yeah.
What up, Willie?
Come on, chop chop.
Oh, about that much, man.
So do you feel like your aim is a lot more on point with that newfound knowledge?
Well, it has helped me correct as far as my sensitivities. And, thus allowed me to turn my mouse down quite considerably.
Deploying flashbang.
Now, along with better response from my mouse, the other place where it has proven to be advantageous is I've installed my actual game files on the SSD hard drive, which is pulling 500 megabytes to get less stutter.
Interesting. Does it make a big difference when you're streaming?
Yes. Or so far it has. The big thing with streaming, though, is your internet speed, which my speed still sucks.
Yeah.
But as far as the rest of it goes, everything is working phenomenally now with the new SSD, the M.2 hard drive, 33,200 megabytes a second.
Gotcha. I'd like to see it on one of those.
Now, the only other thing that I consider to be an absolute treasure to the entire install, mind you, this is a 1,000 megabyte per second M.2 drive. I have tested it on a gigabyte gaming motherboard with an M.2 slot. When Windows 10 to your desktop is fully functional.
Like 6 or 7 minutes on my laptop.
How about 7 seconds?
Oh shit.
And I'm assuming, I'm kind of speculating here, with a 3,000 megabyte per second data transfer, I'm betting we get that startup down to about 3 seconds. And now, how new is your laptop? The reason I asked how new your laptop is, some of the newer laptops actually have an M.2 slot on them already.
Yeah, mine's actually just a notebook. I play on 40 hertz and like 100 FPS.
Behind you.
Now, the ultimate saving grace, say you're in a comp match and you get disconnected from the internet for some reason, whatever.
That's happened to me before, actually.
You're talking about a 7-second boot up to get back to the game compared to a 7-minute.
Oh, yeah.
No more penalty for missing for abandoning the match.
Nah.
Howdy, viewer. But yeah, I can't talk to him right now because he's still alive.
I don't know this map.
Oh, excuse me.
Flashbang. Terrorists win.
I don't even know where I'm supposed to look on this map.
Let's move out.
It can be tough.
You don't gotta know anything else.
I got lost.
The other thing I want to test is a high-speed M.2 drive with the operating system on one drive and the games on another M.2 drive. That should really speed the gaming process up, period.
Yeah, I doubt they're gonna be here in B. I'm gonna go up.
And a lot of the new motherboards do have multiple M.2 drives on them. Got that little bitch for 41.
So, how's everyone doing today?
Doing good. Now, the other thing I've been studying too that really has got me impressed and wanting to see it is the new Ryzen chips from AMD crash.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They're actually showing with absolute minimal CPU load, streaming and gaming on the same damn unit.
You sound like such a nice guy.
Eventually, I will have one.
So how do you guys feel about the declining economy? That's a good way to feel about it.
I'm a broke motherfucker. How do you think I feel about it?
Go, go, go. Throwing smoke.
Oh, now Morpheus. Well, no, Morpheus, you did not have a clean sight on me. Unless you cheating, you worthless little bitch. Privated profile. How did I know? Just busted your own house out, Morpheus. New inventory item. Oh, I got a Balkan cod. He's still my beating little heart. Yeah. After my last little death at the hand of Morpheus and perusing his privated profile, when someone sights me out through smoke, really have questions as to their veracity.
I'm beef for Vendetta style.
We are out of here.
Good job, dude. You secured our win this game.
Grenade out. Decoys out. Grenade out. Grenade out.
Oh my god.
Amanda Salve. Probably pronounced that totally wrong. Ugh. 4 cigarettes left.
He's in our spawn. Place one of them anyway.
Throwing flashbang.
Good job, good job. GG.
Are we rushing in? Or are we going sneaky beaky like?
Yeah, you should make a follow-up video if you get those drives.
Oh, believe me, I will. It's like if I ever get the Ryzen machine, I'll do a follow-up video of all that too. Okay, that's enough of that bullshit.
My life's complete.
Now, the other little thing that I really enjoyed, you also need to look at the Ryzen Threadripper processors. 16 cores and 32 threads.
Oh shit. How much is that?
Actually, you could build a unit for about 2,500. They literally were gaming, streaming, and running a Cinebench render, all three at the same time, and only 70% CPU load. So, scored like 3,700 and something, which is 2,000 higher than the best Intel chip, and $1,000 cheaper. And hello to viewer number 3, and we now have TNT Ninja, our newest follower. Welcome to the list. I didn't get to see the little pop-up alien running across the screen, but see it down at the bottom. It finally updated.
Well, boys, I think this is the end. Cold pizza's gonna win. We all know this. Gotcha, right. True. What the fuck?
That's what you just call cold-hearted.
I feel like that was shady. I don't trust you. Just saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Legendary Eagle.
Cheaters never prosper.
You right about that?
Alright, boys, let's have fun. Let's have just a great time. Let's be good friends, and we're gonna get rid of all the bad guys. You got this, Jeff? Got it. Shot down.
Hostages coming out.
So how was everyone's day so far?
It's
good. That's great. How's school? You doing good? You passing the classes?
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, I hit the Frankenator for 60.
Yes, Peter from Family Guy.
Yeah. Just in case anybody is using the game to stream snipe other people. Let's go look through the rooms. There's a hostage.
SpongeBob is lying to our children.
I wonder how much of the city we can actually travel through. Not much.
I'm bringing the hostages out.
Your thing activates minus K. Well, what kind of monitor do you have? What kind of computer do you have? A Mac or do you have like a Dell?
Asking.
Say again, buddy.
Are you asking me?
No, some kid. TNT Ninja 05. That's he was.
Oh, okay.
He was asking about something.
96 and 2 hits. Come on. I hit him twice with a scout and once in the head, for God's sakes. And he's still alive. And I don't even get the assist on it. Okay, it was the other guy got killed first. There's my assist.
Hey guys, Mac or PC?
Escorting hostages. Grenade. Hostage has been rescued. Counter-terrorists win.
Good job. I'm very proud of you. You did the greatest. I'm very proud. Your dad is proud. Your family is proud. We're all proud.
Joe's AFK.
Whoever's throwing the smoke when we enter the building, don't throw any more smokes right there. We need to be able to see what we're doing.
Yeah, guys, listen to him. He's very wise. He's a good guy. Follow him on Twitch. Do all the things. Hey, that old guy on CSGO, how are you today? How are you?
I'm good.
That's great. I'm glad to hear you're doing alright, my man.
I got my kill at least.
Covering with smoke.
So what's another casual question? What's an opening question? How's the weather? The weather's been pretty bad here after Irma, but how's your weather? That's great. That's the dream, man.
No, my dream is to be on a beach with a blonde with big tits and a lot of beer, but hey, that's just my dream.
That's a great dream.
Part of it, but I'm pretty sure it's a really good dream.
It's really cool that you have a goal. Goals are great.
It's the most positive CSGO server I've ever been in.
I'm glad to hear that. It's one of the better CSGO servers in my opinion. You know, there's no mic spammer. The only good mic spammer is one that takes requests. That's in my
Yeah.
All right, boys. What's the plan? What's the game plan? Are we gonna rush? We're gonna rush in. We're gonna.
Yeah, he was ready for me, but I got Morpheus. Matter.
Thanks, Jose.
Radio. Tally ho, motherfucker. Tag. Painful. Pain in the ass.
My back hurts. I'm pretty sure this one guy, Jose, I'm pretty sure he can do it. I believe in him. He has the power.
The really, really bad part is Got Rice, if he just aims through the cushion, he could have already killed him.
Oh, good try, Jose. I believed in you. You can do it.
One has.
Pretty sure it says it in the name, Borox. Twitch because you're changing up the way it is right now. Because a lot of Twitch people are either like really rude 20-year-olds or Lit 92. Okay.
I think the term you're looking for is toxic assholes.
I think you're right. I try not to, you know, like generalize groups of people, but sometimes it's kind of necessary. But, you know, it's people like you that keep me from generalizing a large amount of Twitch, because a large amount of Twitch is like that, you know. You've seen CSGO hackers and scammers on stream, and it's kind of just rude. You've seen people saying some really vulgar stuff. But you and other streamers, you change up the game.
God, you scared the fuck out of me.
I love watching the stream where you actually watch the guy's stream and you see his hacks on his screen and him claim he's not hacking. Dude, I'm watching.
I forgot his name, but he was.
I also hate the idiots that get mad because they get killed and then start smashing their keyboards. It's like, dude, that shit ain't cheap. Go buy your own shit and see how often you do that crap.
Right, yeah, I see that. I can understand getting a bit aggravated at a game sometimes, but like breaking stuff and all that, I feel like that's a waste.
It's called a self control. It's not hard to pull off.
Yeah.
You just gotta breathe really calmly until you calm down.
That's, yeah. Cold pizza, I just like to say that you're slowly becoming the backbone of this team. I'm proud of you. Good job.
Well, thanks, man. I'm really working on myself right now.
Yeah, it's no problemo. I can see you're getting places, my man. You can do it.
That smoke, that smoke right there, totally worthless. Thank you.
Yeah, kind of is.
Fuck me running.
Yep, you were a victim of a horrible team smoke. How does it feel?
Oh, I was a victim of it, all right. I'm going to assume I saw you throw smoke at the same time, but that wasn't the one you threw.
No, I
also like to point out how Got Rice is using an auto. I don't usually point out people who use an auto, but
it is a bit. It is a bitch move, yes.
It's like specifically on a map like this where it's very centered around long-range encounters, like an office or at long. The first comp match, actually, before I was ranked or before I even knew how to play this game, was on office, and I had to learn really quickly that a lot of it was about long-range disciplines, so still pretty garbage comp. Come on, TNT, you
I
got
hit
this
either one of
XM
them.
rush.
Got Rice with the auto. All right.
Lit 44.
Fuck, somebody knocked on my door, sorry.
It's not a good Cole's Pizza eater. You just do your thing. It's working. Alright boys, we can win this. I believe in all of us. We can do this. Audio jack. And if it's in like, do you have a big monitor connected to a tower? Because if you've got one of those, it could be that your monitor doesn't support a headphone jack or a microphone jack, and you'd need to buy like some Bluetooth transmitter, plug it in to your monitor, and then buy Bluetooth headphones, which is what I had to do with my old monitor. So. Oh.
All right, I killed one, and Frankinator owes me 29%. So I hit him for 71.
It's alright, man. Good try, good try, good try. Do any of you guys use like custom view models? Like you can do view model offset?
I used to, but I don't anymore.
I have it so that it's like eye level, where it's like almost aiming down the sights. It's almost like that. I use it a lot with CL right hand 0 and 1 bind so that I can peek corners a lot. Oh dear. Oh, he got me all the way down from there? Forgot you could peek there. Hey, that old guy, how many Twitch followers do you have, man?
Right now, I'm in the neighborhood of like 290.
Not enough.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, not enough is definitely a correct answer. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a really cool guy, you know.
I did apply for Twitch partners. Thank you for the follow. Damn it. Didn't get him for nothing, Ethan.
Oh yeah, was I AFK for one round? Like,
it's 4-7. We can do this, I think. And if not, we tried.
we still earned XP, so it's a win-win situation.
Gotcha.
Was I AFK for one round?
I don't know, Max. I don't know.
If I was, I'm sorry. I had to go clean up my cat's barf.
That's alright, man. I understand the pain of cleaning that kind of stuff up.
Yeah.
Cats are great, though.
I know. I have a hairless one, so...
Oh, Siamese?
It's like...
Yeah.
There's like no hair.
Nice. Alright, it's a 2v2. We have Cold Pizza Eater in the mix. I think we can do this.
Oh my god.
Seconds to go. Damn it.
Cold, is that like a 90% fade? Bowie?
It's 100%.
Oh, it looks really nice. Right now, I've just got some pretty garbage falchion knife, but I'm pretty appreciative. You know, I like it. The fact that I have it, I like that.
Frankinator gets me again. Bernie ate his lunch for him.
Nice. Is he on top floor?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Cold, you can do it. Oh, he's in top floor, yeah. How did he get there? I've said it once and I'll say it again, guys. Cold Pizza Eater, he's definitely gonna get this for us. I believe in him. We all believe in him. In Cold Pizza, we trust. Oh. Oh, he's got it. There you go, there you go. Oh, there's only one right now.
Oh my god.
How is everyone on the T side doing?
Ow, nigga! How? Who's a bitch?
Thanks, dude.
Wouldn't say if it wasn't true, brother.
I'm just shooting to people, that's all.
That's your job.
There's another one close.
Nice. Except it was a step shot.
Cool beans.
Old guy.
And
I
let's
always
see.
like weirdly hesitate before saying your name because
Ninja, hi.
come to terms with the fact that old guy is normally kind of rude, but with you it's kind of like your brand, but still.
Here's one of my 2 assists.
Nice. Good job, everyone.
The comeback is real.
Top
We
10
are losing it.
comebacks of all time. There's
I got Panda and I got King Ding for 47. Someone needs to finish him off, get me my assist.
pizza boys.
I thought the dude was close to me.
Oh boy. Oh, I just saw him. Was having trouble with the keys. Couldn't figure out how to crouch because I'm using a Mac and not a regular QWERTY keyboard. So it's got the control button and the command button.
Here we go. We're about to lose this one all the way around.
Borok's, you're more than a sacrifice. You're our sacrifice. That was a good game. I'd like to say that.
We
That was a
tried
good
really
game.
hard. We almost achieved that
Good
dream.
game.
In a way, we did achieve the dream. We shot the bad guys and we shot them good.
It's all about what's written on the headstone.
Here lies bad guy. He got shot by a guy who eats cold pizza. Austria is a cool map.
All right.
Just like there's one thing about Austria that kind of catches my eye is that I feel like it's pretty CT sided. Because if you want to go through A, you have to go through long, which can be pretty tough. And if you don't, you can go through apartments or the inside of the house. I'm used to calling it apps, but it's not called that. Or you could just go from B, but B's pretty hard to get through because you can go onto the terrace. So, all in all, if you have good smoke placement, it's pretty okay.
I killed King Dang. That's the part that had to matter.
And a good team. That's all we need. You guys hear about how they buffed the Glock, but they also nerfed it at long range?
Killed one, nailed one for 88. And there's my assist.
Nice work, boys. Hey, look, that's my name. That's cool. Anyone want to buy?
I don't know this map at all.
It's pretty you want to hear a really great pun? It's pretty counterintuitive.
It's awful fun.
It is. In all seriousness, it's a pretty easy map to learn, but it's also really CT-sided, which makes it hard as a terrorist.
Jeffy. Yeah, I don't get a lot of people watching my stream. It's really slow to help me some.
How are you?
Just literally growing it though. So
Gucci.
we get it as we go.
I'm not even trying.
I think they'd go on B maybe.
I'm at B, I don't see anything. Coming back your way.
BA, but it's not really
That
useful.
headshot.
Good try, pizza.
Doing number 4.
No.
Welcome to the stream.
You're pretty good, my man. You're obviously better than a lot of people. That's kind of how CSGO is, Cappy, you know? It's a lot of practice. I know a lot of people say that about a lot of things, but with CSGO it's pretty real.
I think this game is 40% aiming and 60% positioning, to be honest with you.
It's not like a game like TF2. I used to play a lot of TF2. That's 100% random crits, but we're all winners. Don't worry. Oh dear. I think it might be A. That one down at front yard.
It's always A, apparently.
Yeah, they've got it.
I'm boned, dude.
He's got the swag 7, he might win this. I've seen some pretty convincing 3Ks in comp that would prove that's a pretty viable one.
Oh, he's behind me. I can't tell.
I mean, it was a fair attempt. I mean, you couldn't do much there.
I thought he was like on the other side of that mountain.
Swag 7's a pretty cool gun because it's pretty viable.
Well, let me show you how viable it is. Let me just run straight up a minute and see what happens.
Swag 7 rush.
That sucketed fast, but I did get an assist out of the deal.
I don't. Fuck that gun.
Good try, Cold PT. You did get 2 max 7 kills. That's really respectable. That's not very nice, young sad guy. I'm just trying to have a good time.
It's okay. This kid's an idiot. He doesn't understand there's a mute button.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to call him that, you know, it's just a bit negative, you know, but that's not a way to reflect on a person.
Nah, he's clearly an idiot based on that.
Young sad guy, my man, like, it's a lot easier if you just, you know, mute us if you don't want to hear his talk.
I guess you're living up to your name, so that's cool.
Got one time, or whatever it's called.
Oh.
Oh, never mind, he's dead. Old guy has been avenged, and the Ark of the Covenant is going to be found. I didn't find a correlation between old guy and the Ark of the Covenant, sorry.
Oh, now that's a riot.
That's what I like to call a ninja defuse.
No, motherfucker, that was a fucking miracle.
I don't see a difference. Trust me, guys, that wasn't a miracle. That was 100% skill-based. Trust me.
No, that's 100% bullshit. You float that one past the next person, but I won't buy that whole rash of shit. There's my assist.
I saw his head and I thought it was a corpse. Just ragdolled weird. I don't know why I'm like this.
Alright.
Alright guys, this isn't looking too good, but we can turn this around. We turned around that office match pretty well, guys.
This is a dead end, my bro.
Young, why are you shooting him with your calm down, buddy.
Because he's mad, apparently, I don't know.
Oh, he just wants to flick your aim or something. That's That's a
Just
kind of
giving my
dick move,
position
my
away,
man.
basically.
That's not nice, my man. Like, I can understand being peeved or whatever, but just that's kind of rude.
He doesn't know how else to convey his emotions.
If you're, yeah, basically.
I think you're trying to politely say he's got his head up his ass.
No, because if he had his head up his ass, it'd be up there so far he wouldn't be able to hear us and tell us to make a team speak.
I took King dinging the bomb down for a second. And now we're going low bandwidth for some reason. Hopefully that will pass shortly. Not another Windows update, please. There it goes. It's settled out. Wow. 50 ping while streaming? Here's a miracle for you.
Young sad guy, do you want to hear a word of advice? That whole, like, trying to be mad or conveying yourself in the way to try and mess with the gameplay, it wouldn't work in a lot of situations like competitive. Also, I don't think your microphone works. Like, if you're talking, it's not making any noise. You might want to check on that.
Oh.
Good try, Cold Pika. Squalor words, alright. Young sad guy, don't be a dick, please, and thank you. What do you think my game right now? Because I lost.
Damn it, Todd. Ass exposure.
With an off, and they had dualies.
Do not create drama unnecessarily.
That's a good deal. Yeah, I understand that.
With that being said, Trump!
I can understand, you know, any point of view, and while I might not agree with it, I never try and go out of my way to disagree. Just thought you'd have something interesting to say. Thanks for sharing, though.
Well, you know, I look at two sides of a coin. And when one side of the coin looks like it's covered in shit that's quite questionable, I have to go with the other side of the coin no matter what.
That's a good lesson. Good job, Cold Pizza. That was great.
Roger that, boss. Go, go, go!
Young sad guy, can you please stop?
Fire in the hole! Throwing a grenade. Incendiary out. Flashbang.
You know, do a lot of people use the Negev now? Because I haven't played a lot of casual. I feel like the Negev's kind of underappreciated.
Grenade out.
Yeah, I use it a lot in my silver matches, but I feel like the spray.
Wow.
Viable.
No coverage at all. Damn it, odd. Hey, Satanic. I just got my ass handed to me. Following up on an MVP round, I died shot in the back.
Nice work. Good job, Cold Pizza.
Booyah.
I said it like 10 times. You're great.
Deploying flashbang. Fire in the hole. Incendiary.
Cold Pizza, I saw that. That looks
That was
painful.
depressing.
I too know the struggles of XM battles. Both when you're using the XM and for some reason you can't shoot a single shot, or when you just get...
Business has been slow still. I had one customer today telling me what was wrong. He'll be back on Monday, but that'll be Monday.
Sorry if I'm bad at talking. I don't use voice chat ever, and I have a headache. Welcome back, Happy. We missed you.
Incendiary out.
Sorry about that.
Flashbang. Throwing a grenade.
Does anyone have eyes on that guy?
He's in the house coming in through the basement door now.
Guy, thanks for the call up, by the way. I almost got him.
I know Mr. Rock. Mr. Rock is one of those people I am certain has been hacking.
If we don't win this, you know, it's alright. This was a good game.
Oh.
GG.
Oh, no. Sorry.
I didn't do too well that round, but I had fun.
Alright, this is where I have to get out for the night because I got to get some stuff done. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Peace out, man. See you later.
Yeah.
Later.
Be safe.
Well, Mr. Rock is just, I've been in a few games with him before. He's a friend of a friend. Some of his gameplay has not been kosher. To tell you the truth, I don't know how he hasn't ended up VAC banned, to tell you the truth. I've just seen him do a few things. As far as like that last friend request. Simple enough. As it stands right now, my friend list is, let me see here. My friends list is literally 134 friends. Now I cleaned off a bunch, and I think they've increased that amount because it wasn't 290 before, because I literally was full and had to get rid of a bunch of people. But because I'm trying to play more comp when I can at times, it makes no sense to add a friend who's only got 0.2 hours in the game. Now, if you want to jump into a game you see me in and learn things, that's great. But, constant, friends request to go into comp matches with them. Yeah. I've been in enough comp matches with squeakers to know I don't want to be in too many comp matches with squeakers. Oh, the customer, sadly, he did something I'd already warned him not to do. He hit a web page, it popped up, said, your machine is infected with this, this, and this, and call this number. And he did. And then he let him log into his computer. And then they billed him and he paid it with his debit card. Fortunately for him, his bank, seeing the charge coming from China, refused it. Locked it, locked his card, called him. So now he just wants to know the computer is safe before he goes on and does any more online purchasing, because they're issuing him a new credit card number, the whole nine. Overall, it'll be, he's got one program, he says, I don't know what it is, I can't get rid of it. Yeah, I can get rid of it. I can pretty well get rid of anything. Got special programs for uninstalling stuff that will get rid of it. Unfortunately, he has the worry, which has got to be alleviated, and the only way to alleviate it is to clean it. Ooh, let's see what this is real quick. A GTX 1080 Ti and a Threadripper on a Threadripper build.
What's up, everybody? My name is Dwight, and welcome back to GeForce Garage. You didn't expect us to do the Ryzen build, and I bet you didn't expect us to use this.
I want one of these. I want one of these big time.
So some of
now,
you may remember this tweet from
this is not my product. This is not my production. This is from GeForce Garage.
Threadripper and a GTX 1080 Ti. The motherboard that we're going to be using is the ROG Zenith Extreme X399 with an NZXT Kraken X62, a Samsung 960 Pro M.2, 32 gigs.
I want that hard drive.
And it's all going inside the Inwin H-Frame 2.0 and, of course, black and green. Well, I'm done talking, so let's get to building.
And that motherboard, oh, hell yes. The Ryzen processor, a double hell yes. That processor is a kick-ass little son of a bitch. Now, I'm not fond of the tempered glass sides. Too breakable.
The case was actually pretty easy to work in. The cable management could use a little bit of assistance. I would have liked more cable ties or something to help out there. I had to make use of screw holes and everything like that to bring zip ties through. We do have a glass back, and you want to make it look as good as possible. And since we went with a bunch of high-end parts, we also went with a fully sleeved cable kit from Primo Chill with custom lengths. That way we can cut down on the excess cables on the back. But no build goes perfectly, as most of you know, so we did come across a couple of issues. First off, the case only supports a 240 radiator up top, and we have a 280. So since we're no strangers to modding, we took a drill to it, and we made it a 280 radiator bracket, and it's working fine for us. The only other problem that we had was with our RAM. We accidentally ordered the 216 gig kit for the 32, so we do have 32 gigs, but we're not going to make use of the quad channel memory. So in my mind, that just means that we need to order 2 more 16 gigs and bump this thing up to 64. Something that we made more difficult for ourselves than it probably needed to be was our RGB setup. We have an Aurora LED strip, an Aurora back, an NZXT AIO, and we have the power supply. And everybody wants to be controlled via software on the desktop. However, the problem with the motherboard is that it only has one USB 2.0 header jack on there, and 2 of our RGB systems want to use it. The NZXT one will only light up if it's connected, so it won that battle. So we set up and pre-programmed all of our LED strips beforehand, so they're our nice green color. They're all kind of slightly different hues, but with a little tweaking, we got it where we wanted it. So it looks awesome. Let's see how it runs. So this is obviously more than just a gaming CPU, so we'll start off with some productivity stuff first. In Cinebench, it destroyed the top score, which was a 12-core 24-thread Xeon, getting over double its score at 2877. I also threw together a short video for it to render in Premiere. I put in some Gaussian blur that increased over time and made the crossfades huge. I left all the settings stock, and it rendered this 60 seconds of 1440p footage in 1 minute and 15 seconds. Now to boot up 3D Mark, which ended up getting a 7520, a little low from where I thought it would be at. So I booted up PlayerUnknown's Battleground, and it was struggling to keep a decent frame rate with my settings at high at 1440p. Then a friend told me that he heard that if you shut down half the cores, it is supposed to play games better.
Switch it to gaming mode.
Master and activated what they're literally calling game mode. After a reboot, we're down to 8 cores and 16 threads, and I ran 3D Mark again, and it scored an 8490, almost 1,000 points better. Everything is the exact same, but the CPU has half its cores shut down. Then I went back to check to see how PUBG played afterwards, but it turns out it was actually down for a new patch, part of which was to fix some performance issues coincidentally. Dying Light hovered around 90 frames a second at 1440p on Ultra, and World of Warcraft, which can be pretty CPU demanding at times, stayed within 70 to 80 frames per second during dungeons on an ultra-wide 1440p monitor with high settings. Well, that about wraps it up. If you guys have an idea for a build, leave a comment down below.
Yeah, the Threadripper processors. Oh, yeah. The animal in question there is the NVMe Samsung 960 Evo, and what makes it such a sought after puppy, quite simple. In the Samsung here we go. The Evo in a 500 gigabyte M.2 hard drive. Of course, it's a 500 gigabyte solid state hard drive. It hooks to an NVMe slot on your motherboard. And the best way to show you this is, well, here, I actually don't have to do that even. I can just show you. Using this program called Crystal Mark, my SATA hard drives, when you put those to checking communication speed between the processor and the hard drive, it's going to average just shy or a little over 100 megabytes a second. Take a second here and it'll actually give us our figure. All right, so we're running at 111.9 megabytes per second. it'll actually do about 7 passes or 5 passes and give me an average. But it's going to stay somewhere in that area. Well, I have an SSD hard drive, which will communicate roughly 500 megabytes a second. And boom, 493 megabytes a second. Quit that, Nathan. Now then, in my boot system, for my boot drive, I have an NVMe hard drive by ADATA. And this one, as you're about to see, communicates at 1,000 megabytes per second between the processor and the hard drive. And that speed equaled out to lower mouse sensitivity settings because the communication between the processor and the hard drive, where the drivers for the mouse are and the operating system, is just that fast. Now, here's what makes all of these drives excessively sexy. When I first loaded the NVMe hard drive up, mind you, at 1,000 megabytes per second, and put it on a Gigabyte gaming motherboard, I could boot Windows 10 in 7 seconds. What makes the Evo so nice, not only first off because its size, you can actually get it up into a terabyte size, but for a terabyte you're going to spend closer to $450. But what makes it, oh my God, 3,200 megabytes per second, which means that 7-second boot up is actually now going to be more like 3 seconds. 3 to 5. I'll give it a little margin for leeway, but if I can get 7 out of 1,000 megabytes per second, 3 to 5 second boot up out of 3,200 megabytes a second, I don't believe that's unreal. I think it'll hit it. And because that data transfer between the hard drive and operating system and the processor is faster, which means my mouse and keyboard clicks and functions and moves react faster. With my SATA hard drive setup only, my mouse sensitivity was at 3.8 in game. With the SSD hard drive operating system, I was able to bring my mouse sensitivity settings down to 2.4. Now that I am on the NVMe hard drive, I'm down to 1.5. And once I install the operating system on a 3.2 megabytes per second, I'm guessing I could actually take those sensitivity settings down to 7 to 8 area. At which point, with that communication speed between the hard drive and the processor, when I move my mouse, instead of being just click, click, it's going to be click, click. It's going to actually react to every movement I give it faster. And by being able to dial my sensitivity down more precisely, it allows me to do the one thing that you need to be able to do in CSGO. It'll take a second for it to get here. One of the things, you know, I always watch like the War Owl videos and different guys that have different things to say about requirements of the game. But one of the things they all agree on is you need to get your sensitivity adjusted correctly. And what you want your sensitivity to be adjusted to, everybody says, oh, you need high sensitivity so you can be able to do that 360 no scope. 360 no scope bullshit means nothing. It's trash. What you want to have your mouse sensitivity adjusted to is what I'm about to show you. And this is excessively important, because what you want to be able to do with your mouse sensitivity is dial it to a point that you can pick a target and put your mouse on it and move and still keep your mouse on it as best as possible. What that also gives you is, say, all right, you see that far off man there, and I'm going to pretend this blue chalk line in the ground is an actual building, a wall, and I've got to run around it. I'm running around it, and suddenly I see him over there, and I come back to hide, but I can keep my mouse here pretty much on him, so that as I'm running towards him, I can be pre-aiming, so when I come to a halt and my accuracy is good, I can shoot him. So once you get that mouse sensitivity set correctly, you can pick that target, lock it, rotate around it, and hit it faster. It also helps with your flicks. See what I'm saying? So that NVMe 960 hard drive is just the top of the line data transfer speed between your processor and your hard drive, and highly advantageous. Gamer, anybody doing anything actually. Because here's the other thing that comes into it. I was watching one of the review videos, and the guy was complaining, well, I'm seeing some stuttering in the game. He says, yep, we've got some stuttering. He said the operating system is on the NVMe hard drive, but the files it has to access for the game are on an SAT hard drive. And as it's trying to transfer those files over to the processor for shadowing and different things, it's causing a stutter because it can't get them there fast enough. So then I moved all my game files. Once I installed the operating system onto the NVMe hard drive, I moved all my game files over to an SSD hard drive. So from 100 to 500 megabytes per second communication speed. So now when my game says, okay, give me this file to represent this particular movement, it's happening 4 times faster than it was on a standard hard drive, which means my gameplay doesn't have as many stutters, if any stutters in it at all, because I put it on a faster connected point. That just improves your gaming, your game appearance, your gameplay, and your score, your accuracy. And that's a win-win any day of the week. So anything I build from this day forward will be built with NVMe hard drive operating systems. That's just all there is to it. Overall, the most wonderful part about it, and I'm sure this has happened to every one of us at least once, because Windows 10 is so nice about doing this to us anyway. You're in the middle of a comp match. Mind you, you abandon the match, you take a penalty. Whether it be a half hour, a day, 20 hours, 7 days, whatever the timeout is. but you're playing your game and suddenly either your internet goes down or your computer shuts off. Windows doing a damn update and just automatically restarts the computer on you out of nowhere. Boom. Well, power failure, an update, that's going to be whatever it takes to get the update done and everything. But again, that part at least is going to happen faster. Let's say the power failed and came right back up. That light flicker we all experience on our electricity once in a while. Well, you might not make it back with a 3 to 4 minute reboot time on a regular hard drive. But on a 7-second boot up, you're going to make it back without having to abandon the match. And with a 7-second boot up, you may make it back before the next round even starts. So in our particular situation where you run into the potential of being penalized for leaving a game, you actually come out ahead of the game. Because you get to actually get back in without getting penalized. And that's a win-win no matter what. But, as I said, I've got to get some work done now. I've got to prep for tomorrow. So I'm going to be dropping the broadcast. Y'all have a good one. And I will see you when next I see you. Y'all be careful. Y'all be cool. And don't take any wooden nickels. Haven't seen one in a long time, but don't take one. Ain't worth nothing. With that being said, peace, everybody. I'm out of here.